Good evening, everyone. My name is Rachel Firestone, and I'm going to be one of the leaders on the GSL trip to India this summer, and I'm really excited to be working on this program this year. I'm sorry that I can't come to the meeting today. I'm actually living in New York this year, and so it was a little too far for me to come out for this meeting, but I am really excited to meet you all in June and to start planning and getting involved with the trip now in the months coming up before we leave. I first came to South Asia when I was a junior in college. I spent a year studying in India in a small city in the northeast called Varanasi. It's a religious and cultural center for Muslims and Hindus and Buddhists, and so there was a lot going on. I lived with a family, and I spent the year doing independent research and studying language and basically just exploring and learning about a community or a group of communities that was just completely different from my own and from anything else I'd experienced. And I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I loved getting to know things that were so different. And I learned so much about myself and so much about communicating and presenting my own culture to a new community and learning how to learn and embrace other people's cultures. It was one of the most challenging things I've ever done, and it was also one of the best experiences I've ever had. It was so important to me, actually, that I came back to India after I graduated from college, and I worked there for the last 4 years on community development programs for marginalized communities. I was especially working with women and with older youth. And then I moved back to New York. I moved back to the U.S. this past summer, and I'm in New York now. And I facilitate conflict resolution and leadership workshops for young people, for at-risk youth. And I am just really excited to be working on this program. It'll be really wonderful to work with a group of young people who will be coming to India and sort of learning. I'm excited to see how people interact with their new environments and the really creative and exciting ideas that will be coming out for the projects that we'll be doing. It'll just be really interesting to see people's first impressions and the reflections that people have on something so different and also so similar in many ways to our own environment. And I'm also really looking forward to meeting you all in June. And you're welcome to ask me any questions by email or be in touch with any of us over the course of this time before we go. Thank you and enjoy the rest of your meeting.